This is our very first self-care practice for Nurse Coaches for Justice. And let me try to, there you go, so you can see. So I am Nikki for all of those that don't know me yet. And I'm super excited to be leading this self-care practice. And this is on laughter yoga as it relates to healing for racial justice. So hopefully in the session today, you can be mindful and be thinking about ways in which laughter and joy can help you move through challenging times and challenging topics and things that can make you tense. Hopefully this will be a process to help explore some of that. So we welcome all of our participants in the Nurse Coaches for Justice to enjoy this laughter yoga session. And what I wanted to do was just start off by sharing with you a little bit about laughter yoga and what it's really all about. So for those that really don't know much about it, it's a practice that started in the 70s with Dr. Madan Kataria, and he started this practice in India. He is an Indian physician who was seeing patients and really just started to think that some of the ailments that they had would best be suited for mindfulness and laughter and joy. And so he started laughter yoga in a park, and soon it expanded to over 70 countries, and there are more than 7,000 laughter clubs around the world. And so for those that are like, well, does laughter yoga mean that I have to find a joke or something like that? It's not even about jokes or comedy or anything like that. The point of laughter yoga is to stimulate spontaneous joy and spontaneous laughter. So the way I think about it is, when I was little, or when we see little kids, right? Little kids are just naturally spontaneous and they just laugh for no reason at all. So that's what we sort of lost because we get older and things just get heavy and it's hard, especially when we're dealing with really tough things like justice. I'm just going to shift a little bit, like racial justice and equity, and what do we do in the world and how do we help our brothers and sisters in the world. And so it's just a good space to try to find your own joy. Okay. And so typically we would do laughter yoga in a group, in a room, we'd be in a circle, but of course we're virtual. So that means that we might have to modify things a little bit. That means that if we were in a group, if we were all together on Zoom, everybody would be unmuted because we want to hear the joyful laughter of others. It also helps us to laugh when we hear other people laugh. Okay. So another really important thing about laughter yoga is that you can fake it till you make it. A lot of people, because laughter, it can be difficult for some, I'll say that. Some people are really struggle to laugh and to find joy. And so for those that have that challenge, it's okay. You can fake it till you make it. What that means is the body can't distinguish between real laughter and fake laughter. So the body continues to get the benefits. So it spikes the endorphins in our bodies. It helps loosen us up. It actually promotes healing of the body and rest. Okay. So even if you're like, you're like, this is ridiculous. That's okay. It's okay. The other thing is give yourself permission. So give yourself permission to look goofy, to sound goofy, to just be a goofball. It's okay. As a matter of fact, the goofier you are, the funnier it becomes, the more that you laugh and the more work and the more health you're generating for your body. Okay. So those are some of the things about laughter yoga. Another thing is move at your own pace. So if you need to be sitting in a chair, please do so. I am sitting on the floor right now on my yoga mat in my meditation room. Be comfortable, move at your own pace, do what you want to do. What you don't want to do, that's also fine. It's all good. Okay. So the way we do laughter yoga is we like to laugh from the belly, which is our core. So sometimes I put my hands on my belly so that I can feel like that's where I'm trying to get that laughter from. And to laugh from the belly requires us to take a deep breath in, right? And you can feel how your core expands to be able to like we're projecting laughter out, right? That's one of the biggest benefits, is to try to laugh from the core, okay? Opening your mouth wide also helps stretch the muscles and work the muscles in your face and your neck and your jaw. Be spontaneous, and most importantly, be grateful. It's all about gratitude. We do this practice, like I said, during times of stress, when we need to shift. So if you need a shift in your day, if you're just like, oh, I can't take another Zoom meeting, pause, and have a laughter moment, okay? The benefits is that it improves your circulation, it releases endorphins, it energizes your body, it strengthens you, and it helps promote unity and connection. That's what yoga actually stands for, is unity. So before we begin, does anybody have any questions? None? Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I want you to do before we start is just to notice. So if noticing, if it helps you to notice, to like close your eyes and just to like focus inward, I just want you to notice how you feel at this time. Okay, so just notice in your body. Helps me to close my eyes. Helps me to anchor my hand on my heart too, to notice. So that's what I do. Just notice your breath. Notice if there's tightness or tension anywhere. Notice the quantity or even the quality of your thoughts. Just notice. Where are we? How are we today? How do we want to feel? Just notice. What are we thinking about racial justice? And what happens when we say that, racial justice, or think it? Just notice. All right. Good, good, good. Alrighty. We'll go fingers and toes or whatever brings you back to our space. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So hold your noticing, and we'll do a noticing at the end as well as a reflection. Okay, so in laughter yoga, there are two chants that we do. I like to stand, which is gonna be funny. I'm gonna stand up for this, okay? So you're welcome to stand, stay seated, whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna try to step back so you can see me. Can everybody see me okay? You can hear me okay? Okay. So in laughter yoga, there are two chants that we do to signal when one exercise has ended and another one's about to begin. Remember, we're working from our belly. The first chant goes like this. I'll demonstrate, then we do together. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. All right, let's do that together. Ready? Here we go. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Good job. Okay. The next exercise goes like this. Very good, very good, yay! Very good, yay! Let's do it together again. Very good, yay! Very good, yay! Good job. And this is how we take a breath in laughter yoga. We take a breath from the ground up. We breathe in, we hold it, we breathe out. Can we do that together? Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe in. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe out. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Hold, hold. Breathe out. Very good, yay! Very good, yay! Good job. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so my first exercise that I have for you, I'm gonna be on my knees and I'm gonna show you, this is like a toe squat. Familiar with a toe squat? Let me show you. My toes are like this. Do you see this? And I'm gonna sit back on my toes. That's how I'm gonna sit. And then the other action is moving my wrist really fast. So I have my hands up and I'm just open and close my wrist really fast. I'm gonna face you so you can see me. And while I do this, I'm just gonna start laughing. That's as simple as that. Remember, we're laughing from the belly, okay? So you do whatever makes you comfortable. Ready? Here we go. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Good ladies, now that exercise is good for the wrists. So for people who have difficulties with their wrists or even their ankles, that kind of helps strengthen those parts, okay? The next type of laughter we're gonna do is called milkshake laughter. In milkshake laughter, we're holding out our hands like this, and we have milkshake in our hands, okay? So what flavor of milkshake do you like?
Chocolate.
Good.
Coffee.
Coffee, yes. Coffee's always good. All right, so I'll demonstrate first and then we'll do it together. So in milkshake laughter, we pour from one glass and we say, ah. We pour to the next glass, we say, ah. And when we drink it from the belly, ah. All right, you ready? Let's do it together. Let's hold up our milkshake. Here we go. Let's pour and say, ah. Ah. Drink it up. Let's do it again. Ah. 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 Very good. Very good. Yay. Very good. Very good. Yay. All right. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Good. All righty. Now, at this point, you're probably warmer. You're probably waking up. As you can see, laughter energizes the body, and that's really good. It warms us up. It actually increases our heart rate, which is great. 10 minutes of good, strong laughter yoga is equal to about 30 minutes on a rowing machine. Isn't that awesome? I'll take that any day. All righty. So the next type of laughter yoga we're going to do is called mental floss laughter. And you might have seen this if you watched the video of the laughter yoga. I thought it was so fun. I was like, I got to take this. So with mental floss laughter, you're just pretending like you're flossing your brain, right? Because sometimes we get stuck in our brain, don't we? We get stuck in our head about what's going on with the day or in our lives. And it's good to just get some of those things out. So I want you to have fun with this. If you need to really get in there, I want you to get in there, okay? All right, so we're gonna set it up. We're gonna get our floss ready. I'm gonna put it over our ears so we can get the floss in our ears. And we're gonna just floss and laugh together, ready? Here we go.
Oh, that feels good.
See, I love it. Oh, oh, ha, oh, oh. Doesn't that feel good? I know, I feel
Great.
good. So since you're moving, Jackie, I'm glad that you're moving because I'm going to stand up again, okay? I got another type of laughter that's a great energizer. So if you want to stand up, we're going to stand up. I learned this from a dear friend of mine who does a lot of work with Qigong. And this is one of the ways in Qigong that they wake the body up in the morning. So it's not a substitute necessarily for a morning cup of coffee, unless it is, but it is a nice way to energize, and it's bouncing laughter. So in Qigong, they do a movement where they're just bouncing on the balls of their feet. You see me, I'm just bouncing on the balls of my feet. Notice how my hands just start naturally moving. I'm not trying, I'm just bouncing, that's all I'm doing. And then if you want, you can add a sway and you can start moving your arms side to side. Get as vigorous as you want to, okay? So this is just our bouncing energy laughter, and we're about to get started. Ready? Here we go. Let's start laughing. out. Good job. All right. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Tree pose. Who knows what tree pose is? So tree pose is about balance, right? And so I'll show you what my feet are gonna do. With tree pose, you can have your feet in different places. It may be here. Try not to put it on your knee. You may bring it up above if you want to, or just maybe resting on the ground. And your hands, however you want to do it. I like to grow my hands. So I like to start with prayer and then grow it out to a tree. So I think in this laughter, we'll stand with our foot in whatever tree pose so we can work on our balance. And balance helps us in so many ways, not just with our bodies, but with our minds, right? Having that balance. So in this laughter, we're gonna grow our tree and laugh as we grow our tree. So we're gonna say, ah, ah. Let's do it again. Ready? Ah, ah. One more time. Ah, ah, ah. Ho, ho, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. All right. Doing good, ladies. All right, we have two that I'd like to do. And you might know these ones as well. Cat cow pose. Are you familiar with cat cow? Pretty straightforward. For those that are not, let me show you. And then the last pose is going to be a variation, a play on downward dog. Okay. So cat cow pose is just simply where you're on your knees. If you can see me, you're in, it's neutral spine, but you have your knees and your hips are at like a 90-degree angle. Your hands are out. And when you do, is it cat first? Cat is when you're bending your back. I always forget.
Cow.
Is that what? Yeah, so we bend our back and take a breath in. And when we breathe out to arch our back, that's cat. Then we laugh. So the breath in is when we're looking up. Deep breath in, we breathe out, we laugh, okay? And we arch our back. Do we think we can do that? Let's give it a try. All right. And I like this because these all help strengthen us and stretch us, not only mentally, but physically as well. And that's the part I really like. And gives us a brain break, right? We need these breaks in our day, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'll wait for Jane to get in position too, because I want everybody to be a part. Wonderful. Okay, so let me get where you can sort of see me. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in. And I'm gonna breathe out. Ah. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Ah. Deep breath in. One more time. Ah. Very good, very good. Yay! Very good, very good. Yay! Wonderful, done great. I'm already feeling warm. I don't know about you all. Okay. All right, I have one more pose, which is downward facing dog. Now there are variations. You don't have to do the full downward facing dog. Matter of fact, one of my favorite poses is called puppy pose, or you can just do child's pose, which is one of the most relaxing poses. I'll try to show you this as well. Let's see if I can get it in a place where I can show you. So for puppy pose, same kind of things. You're sort of up this way, and then you're bending forward. Let's see if I can do this. And you're just stretching your arms out with your bottom in the air as far as you can, okay? So when we breathe in this pose, we breathe in, and when we breathe out, we're doing our laughter, okay? Now, for your downward facing dog, I'll try to show you that as well. For those that know how to do it, great. For downward facing dog, it's almost exactly the same thing. Instead of stretching your arms out all the way though, what you're doing is lifting up your hips, okay? So it's kind of hard. I'm sorry if it's hard to see me. Let me back up. Is that better? Can you see me better? That's a downward facing dog. If it's too much, don't worry about it. And then child's pose, of course, is just putting your legs out and stretching forward and just reclining into the pose. So you have three different options that you can do. I'm probably gonna do puppy pose because it's my favorite pose and it makes me feel good in my shoulders and in my neck, okay? So choose your pose, whichever pose you wanna do. And just remember, on the breath in, we're just breathing in. On the breath out, we're laughing and just exploring and letting ourselves release and open up, okay? GJ, give me one moment. Give me one moment. One moment. One moment. Go see daddy. Sorry, that's my kiddo. Okay, so let's get started. This is our last pose. All right, I'm gonna get into my puppy pose. Get into your pose. All right? All right. Do this at your own pace. When you're ready, take your breath in. Good job. Good, very good. Yay!
Yay!
Very good, very good. Yay! All right, so get yourself in a comfortable position because this is the end of this part of the practice. So we're gonna give ourselves a chance to relax and to have a mindful pause, okay? So get yourself in a comfortable place. I invite you to close your eyes if you like to do that. I'm gonna place my hands in my lap and I'm just gonna breathe, and I invite you to breathe as well. You can breathe, and if there are last giggles, you need to get those out, whatever you need to do. This is your space. This is your moment, your opportunity. How are you feeling? Check in with your body and your breath. Does your body feel energized, invigorated? Are you warm? Have you created an opening in your mind, in your heart, and in your body to be more receptive? Maybe that receptivity is to someone who does not share the same values as you, or someone who looks or practices differently than you. This practice is about unity and connection. It's a place to release, a way to move through discomfort, challenge, and pain. Now, I want you to think of something that you are grateful for. It can be big or small. It can be past or present, but just think of something for which you are grateful. And breathe. Take one more breath. And also notice if there's been any change in tightness or tension, any change in the quantity or the quality of your thoughts. And from a place of deep gratitude, I do thank you for participating in our Laughter Yoga self-care activity today. Wiggle fingers and toes, wake your body back up. Welcome back to our group. Namaste. Thank you, thank you. So as you see, my goofy guy is with me as well. But I want to open this up, if there's any questions. I think for you two, this is the first time you've done this with me. So if you have questions or, now or at any time, you can always ask whatever questions, or we can talk about it as a larger group in our Nurse Coaches for Justice, whatever serves us. So I'd love to hear how that worked out for you though, at least. What'd you think?
I loved it. Thank you. Thank you.
It's time for class, Gabriel.
DJ. Um,
No, you can't unmute. Oh no.
unmute Jackie. I should be able
Okay.
to unmute her. Okay.
It's time
And
for
I know in the beginning when you first had us imagine things related to racial justice, what we noticed in our body, I instantly, my belly really contracted and my heart kind of went, woo. And then I brought that image again in at the end. And like on a scale of 0 to 10, you know, my heart, you know, was maybe like a 1 or a 2 at the end. And my belly just remained soft and open. I kept looking for, surely it's going to contract here, but it didn't. And I thought, well, wow, you know, again, just the reminder to be in a receptive and open and expansive place. And that happens through, you know, some sort of meditation or shifting or body work. There's all kinds of things, but I really did cue into that shift. And I liked how it connects me with childhood stuff. I mean, it feels very childlike, but I love going, yes, yay. I mean,
nice. Very good, yay.
brings me back to, I don't know, being 5 or something.
Yes.
And how when you're in a group of 5-year-olds, you know, how fun that can be. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Good.
thank you.
Good. Yes. I'm so glad you said that too, Jane, because that is a part of this, is just that releasing and just being okay, being free, you know, not that mental floss almost of just sort of, let's get those things out. It's okay. I can laugh. I can play. I can enjoy my life, even if just for this moment, you know, I can enjoy, and it's okay to be happy, right? It's okay to just be a kid, you know, it's okay. Yeah. Thank you.
A lot of ditto for me, just similar, just very different from the beginning to the end. I do feel like I really had incredible exercise physically. And I also mentally feel just receptive and open and unencumbered. And I mean, it's amazing. So thank you.
Good. And I'm glad about that too, Jackie. And just so you know, like, people do laughter yoga on their own. Like, there are laughter yoga videos where people are literally just laughing because it's all about spontaneity and just learning how to do that. Some people will wake up in the morning to practice and just practice laughing in a mirror just to get their muscles and their mind and everything connected. So yeah, it's energizing. It can be a workout, like I said. And we just did like 20 minutes or so. Laughter clubs do this sometimes for up to an hour. So imagine the exertion, right, that you're actually that you're putting out there. But it's just, I love the connection piece of it for me. Like, the ways that it helps me think about racial justice is just that it gives me a moment to just say, in this present moment, you are safe and you have joy. And this is a space that you can continue to stay in or to return to, right? This is a place to come back to. So that's what I love about laughter yoga for me. So thank you so much. I hope we get to do this again sometime, you know, because I love it. I have fun with it and I'd love to do it again. So thanks so much for joining.
Thank you.
All right. And if there are other questions for the group, you can always comment in Nurse Coaches for Justice in our Mighty Network. So until later, ta-ta, and enjoy your day. Bye.